Hi, nice to see you there. Uh, you might ask what this video is all about. Just don't go away. I wanted to make a small video regarding sensitivity of how this generation or this scene has become so sensitive and in a plurge of hopeless sides of comedy. It's nice to be a comedian. It's nice to see many people coming up towards me and saying, hey, we love your content. It's nice to see people laughing at my jokes, sharing, and but also to the other side of it, there's a people who don't like what we do, or they take it in the wrong notion of sorts. And that's what I want to talk about: the offense or the sensitivity of what we face. And it's from my side as a comedian, and it's to all the people out there. I bet this video might get a bit lengthy, so chill back and just take care of yourself. I'm sweating shit. Anyway, um, you might be asking what's the whole point of sensitivity. Yes, everything is sensitive. Uh, there's been a rise of sensitivity in the past, I guess, 7-8 months. I guess people are nitpicking on things. They're looking to the other side of the joke, not focusing on what is a joke. They're bringing sentiments in or anything like that, and I bet there are two reasons for it. Number one is basically because everyone is getting used to being in social media, is getting used to, and now thanks to this pandemic, everyone is now in home, and everyone is on social media, and now everyone is nitpicking things which shouldn't be nitpicked, I guess. Like, recently some things happened, and I won't be focusing about that. But yeah, you see what happened. It was a 2-year-old joke, and people just nitpicked and took the wrong notion of it, and it became very, very, very how do I put the right word? It became very uncognizable, or something like, why is this even happening? In this video, I want to be talking about stand-up comedians and comedians to be in general. I wouldn't be talking about YouTube comedy or YouTube commentary roasting or commentary or anything like that, because I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been in the scene for 2 years officially, and I've been doing open mics for the past 4 or 5 years, something like that. So I have faced a lot of big bats and banquets. I have such thoughts. So yeah, this video is gonna be like that. But what is this sensitivity, you might ask? It's very, very tough to explain to what people say or what people think. Many people ask this question: where do comedians draw the line? Where do you draw the line for everything? To be very honest, we don't draw the line. We do not. We don't have any line of such sort. We do all sorts. It's you as an audience who should draw a line for what you prefer as comedy and what you don't. You might ask how. There are different sides of comedy. Okay, there's slapstick comedy, there's miming, there's stand-up, there's dark humor. So, and many other various genres of comedy. It's not just one single thing to be taken as. There are different sides, and everyone can experience everything. But if you're gonna go to a dark humor comedy section and find out something offensive, I bet it's mostly a fault upon you. We do put disclaimers, we do put stuff saying, hey, this might be offensive, this might be not for you. So it's up to you as an audience to put up the line. But obviously many people have told that, hey, you say statements and then you put a veil saying, hey, it's just a joke. I condemn that. Okay, that's not actually a nice thing to do of such sorts. I'll be very honest. Someone's gonna say a joke, it is constructive. You have to write exaggeration, you have to put tags, you have to make it as a joke, and then only deliver it, so make it as a joke. Saying a statement and saying, hey, it's a joke, it's not joking. For an example, you all know body shaming jokes, right? So if someone comes up and says, hey, you're short, haha, that's just a joke, I would say, hey, that's not a joke. Okay, what's the funny point in that? But if someone comes up to me and says, hey, what's the difference between you and a chihuahua? And I say, I don't know. And he say, exactly. You get the point, right? That's a really bad joke. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say about it. Jokes should be mostly layered, and it should have something to think about, rather than just saying a statement. Same goes with bad words. Using bad words in to say of a joking format. I'll tell you how it works. Okay, using bad words in comedy is like a catalyst to your joke. It just makes a joke a bit more funnier. But using the bad word as your punchline, I don't recommend that as comedy. Most of the times, I guess. So there's standard point. He would ask me, do you enjoy dark humor? Yes, I love dark humor. Dark humor is something which it's like my guilty pleasure for sorts. And do I do dark humor? I don't do dark humor mostly because I'm not very, I don't know that sort of comedy, and I'm not, educated myself into dark humor. But I love to do dark humor, and I would love to do dark humor, and I love to listen to dark humor too. People might ask, you may say, am I a bad human because I listen to dark humor or I love dark humor? I'm not. Dark humor is basically those things or those stuff which is very, very, how do I put it? It's something against the society, or it's something that destroys the utopia. It's not just rape jokes, or it's not just 9/11 jokes or terrorism jokes, or it's humor which you can't come out and say, and it can be enjoyed only if you have that weird sort of mind, if you're basically a psychopath. And I love it. If you don't watch dark humor, are you a pussy? Yes. No, obviously not. You're not a pussy. It's up to you. You draw your lines. I wouldn't force anybody to watch dark humor or listen to dark humor or get into dark humor. But dark humor is very different. If you're a person who doesn't watch or doesn't like dark humor, it's up to you. Don't do it. It's totally fine. Pussy. But still, you get what I'm trying to say. There's something what we do as comedians. We say a joke, and then later on we apologize, and people ask saying, hey, apology, why do you apologize? And then how does that affect it? I'll tell you something. You can give chances to a comedian. If I am a comedian and I slip my tongue, say something really stupid, not funny, okay, I say something very stupid, and then I apologize for it, and I promise myself from not doing again, you could give that chance, because comedy is very subjective. You need time and you need to think about it. When I first started doing comedy, I was very unfunny. I used to do, all these feminist jokes, or something like, what is the Hanti Chiti jokes and all. But now I believe I do somewhat a polished form of life. I do personal jokes. I do jokes, basically about my life, something like that. So it took me time to evolve and focus on what do you do rape jokes. There are 3 hours of comedy which basically might get into you a bit of truffle. Those 3 hours I call as racisms, rape jokes, and religious jokes. Many people have asked me, do you do rape jokes? And if someone does a rape joke, what would you do and how would you react? I'll tell you something. I don't enjoy rape jokes, and if there's a person who's doing a rape joke, I would not do anything. I would just go. It's up to that person. But rape joke is where it's a comedian on stage making a good layered joke about it. I would obviously not laugh. I would rather ignore it, or I would be offended, but I wouldn't go on stage, shout, or do anything like that. But if there's someone who's going and saying ha rape, ha, the value or the worth of the word, I think that's not funny. I would stand up to them and say, hey, don't use that word, it has a weight. Obviously this depends upon the age group also. I'm not going to say I'm a really good guy. When I was 14 or 13, I really don't know the weight of the word, and I used to go around saying ha rape, ha, very funny. But now as I grow up and as I evolve, I know that weight of the word, okay, it does have a trigger to it. So I refrain myself from using that word to put a funny notion or anything like that. It also depends upon the age. So if you're gonna go and to a 14-year-old and try to sue him or cancel him, it doesn't work like that. If it's a 14-year-old, his brain is still not he should evolve himself. So you could just give him a warning saying, hey, don't do that. But if it's a 21-year-old or a boy in his 20s, and if he's doing still this stupid shit, I bet he should be cancelled out. And in the end, for my comedian friends, I would say, think two sides of what you're gonna joke about. Okay, so if you're gonna tell a joke, and if someone points out something offensive or something about that, you should stand on both the sides and say, hey, this is a joke because of course. And you shouldn't always say that, hey, it's your fault, I'm so sorry, because it's your fault. You should also try to explain them, saying, hey, this is what I was trying to do. So think about what you may get as an offensive reply to your joke. So that is to my comedian friends. And in the end, I just want to say, stay safe, and try to take jokes with a pinch of salt. And my bottom line of everything is, comedy is very, very subjective. It depends upon the person who's saying and person who's listening. So when it comes to jokes, comedy and that sort, it's better if you just think twice on what you're gonna say as a comedian, and you're gonna listen as an audience. How about taking offense? You can get offended, but I'm not gonna say there's a right way to get offended, but there's obviously a way to if you're gonna get offended, you should not cancel the comedian, or should not beat them or give them death threats. It's mainly you should tell them. You could put FIRs, or you could if it's really that serious. But if you're gonna get offended, it's rather like pointing out, saying, hey, this is offensive, I'm not gonna be listening to you, and go away from that place. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do drop a like, and if you really like this video and what I have said, consider sharing it to your stories, or sharing it to your people. And also, if you're a person who's watching this for the first time, please consider subscribing and following me on Instagram. I keep doing this stuff, and I'll come back again with another video. This is a trilogy, so I have 3 things to talk about. First thing is done, so another 2 videos are going to be coming up. Thank you so much in the end of the day, and hope you guys stay safe and keep rocking. So see you guys, bye.